Welcome to the channel, guys. My name is AJ, and as I promised, the new episode of our series is already here. In today's video, we're going to talk about Angola, and I'm going to tell you about the players that you might sign from this country in Football Manager 26. For the last week, I've been testing representatives from this country, and I came up with a list of players that might help you in your saves. The rules stay the same. I will not spoil any current or potential abilities of the players, and I hope you're going to enjoy this video, so let's go. Well, as it's supposed to be, we are going to start with some honorable mentions. Before we are going to the top 10 list, I would like to share with you some additional options that I really enjoy using in 3D matches. This list will definitely be incomplete without some free agent representative, and this player really impressed me with his physical and technical skills, and I think you might consider this winger as a free option for your team. Next in the line is very talented 15 years old attacking midfielder. He has a dynamic potential in this version of the game, so it might change. That's why I would like to recommend you to scout him first, but in my saves he always developed really well, and I think he has all the skills to be very technically gifted attacking midfielder with great vision. Now we are going to talk about the striker from Serie A, which I was skeptical about at first, but during the season he performed really well, and eventually I changed my mind. He is quite expensive, and originally you can buy him for $4–8 million, but my videos are not always about the players that you need to buy right now. You just need to keep him in your short list, and maybe a little bit later you're gonna be able to snatch him for less amount of money. The next Angolan midfielder can be quite versatile for different tactics and can play both central and attacking midfielder. I believe he's technically secure, with nice flair, and can help your team in different game scenarios. And the last honorable mention for today is a central defender from Portuguese league. He's playing for B team, but I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed him in 3D match. Tall, great physical and anticipation skills, and as per me, he has some potential that needs to be scouted. Tenth place is taken by one more free agent that appeared in the game after the winter database update. Relatively young, as usual, good physical skills, and he is suitable for the third-tier European leagues, and considering how important free agents are at the beginning of the game, you definitely need to keep him in the back of your head just in case. The next 3 places are going to be taken by central defenders only. And we start in this list with a player from the 3rd tier of Bundesliga. He has quite a good physical and mental attributes for the player of his level, and this player can potentially solidify his position into the squad and eventually grow to the 3rd tier level of European leagues. I can tell you that it's really harsh to find the highlights for the central defenders, so I could not find a lot of footage for this guy, but I can tell you that we are stepping up and we are going to the players that can play in the 2nd tier European leagues. This guy didn't show himself that much in 3D matches, but he been stable, consistent, and that's most important for the central defender. And the last central defender from this list is going to be probably the most well-known player of them all. As soon as you're gonna see his skills, right away you're gonna understand that he's probably the best representative of his nation. He's playing in the Premier League level, therefore he's the most expensive player of all Angola. But nevertheless, when I decided to create this list, I always pay attention not to the potential or the numbers overall or the most expensive players, because that's going to be the most obvious choice. I'm mostly paying attention to my perception in the game, and in 3D matches I was not that impressed in him, but nevertheless, if we're talking about Angola players, we definitely need to consider this guy. Sixth spot is taken by the player with the highest potential ability of them all. He also playing in Serie A, he also quite versatile, he can play left and right winger, and through the 3D matches it was very noticeable how fast he is. He has a great pace, acceleration, dribbling, and I definitely can tell you that he belongs to the 2nd tier European leagues in the future. But comparing to the previous examples, I can tell you about this more confidently now. The next one is another talented young striker from Austrian league who playing for the 2nd team of his club. His current skills might not seem very impressive, but I can tell you that he's already capable of playing in the 3rd tier European leagues level. Nice finishing and the ability to find his moment in combination with a young age make him a valuable target for your potential saves. Probably the biggest wonder kid of Angola is taking the 4th place in today's list. In the initial version of the game he was a free agent, but after the winter update he found himself a new club and you can buy him approximately for 1 million. He has a very nice physical attribute for his age and incredible room for growth into the future. If you are willing to invest and put some trust in young players, this option is definitely for you. The last and probably the most impressive winger from Greek Championship is taking the third place in today's list. I think his biggest traits are his physical and technical abilities and definitely his speed. In my 3D matches he was really incredible, he scored a huge amount of goals and I really enjoyed using him in this experiment. The next attacking midfielder is snatching the silver in today's competition. Quite a unique profile, tall, physically developed attacking midfielder that can play in the position of the striker as well, but mostly I enjoyed using him in the position of the attacking midfielder. I enjoyed his explosiveness and acceleration skills in the final third. Strong mental attributes, and despite the fact that he's already in his prime age, I think he still can help you a lot in your game. The winner of today's video is playing in the Portuguese league, but nevertheless he still can improve a lot of teams from the same tier and keep the same level for a very long time. Wide center midfielder that can do his job brilliantly and has a great passing skills and vision. This player really stood out for me during the entire experiment and I think he deserved to become a winner of today's video. Well, as you can see guys, this video was published much faster than the previous one and I'm really happy about it. But now we're making a little break from scouting reports and finally I can announce you guys that I'm gonna start the career on this channel. So I guess in a week or two I'm gonna publish the first episode of Journeyman. Also I remind you that you can leave the comments about the countries you would like to see next. I already have some countries planned, but still you can influence me, you can leave some comments with the countries you would like to see. And I definitely gonna follow your advice. New type of videos and formats will be soon, so please support me, leave the like, comments, and thank you so much for watching. And as usual, take care and goodbye.